Hi guys, I assure you that the title of this video is not a clickbait just because it states that UPSC asked 29 questions from a particular source. Guys, on an average, a UPSC aspirant spends around 700 to 1000 hours in a year behind following these current affairs magazines. And I know we'll get some random hate on saying this, but anyways, we need to say this because this will help you streamline your current affairs preparation. Most of these hours and efforts get wasted, and I'm using this word wasted with responsibility because ultimately hardly 5 questions are replicated directly in the actual prelims examination from these current affairs magazines. Also, we'll understand how UPSC, as a matter of deliberate policy, is sidetracking current affairs magazines of coaching institutions, and it is prioritizing PIB, Press Information Bureau, being the most authentic and credible source of information coming out of the government that is available to UPSC and for that matter to everyone else. And at the end, we'll understand while the entire coaching industry is ignoring and not acknowledging this PIB micro themes being asked by UPSC back to back, how we will help you cover these PIB micro themes from past 2 years in particular and overall current affairs in general. Guys, the first level at which UPSC has been asking questions on PIB micro themes relates to direct objective facts, direct references, direct keywords mentioned in PIB releases, PIB explainers. Let's take a few examples. Now, there are two questions on your screen, one from 2023 and 2024, and the PIB micro theme being followed by UPSC here is sustainable fuel. In 2023, there was this question on green hydrogen, and in 2024, there was this question on sustainable aviation fuel. Let's quickly read the question. The question says agricultural residues, corn grain, wastewater treatment sludge, wood mill waste. Which of the above can be used as feedstock for providing sustainable aviation fuel? Guys, let's see the PIB release that has been used by UPSC to frame this question. Now, this was released less than a year of the prelims examination. We will be following 2 years PIB micro themes and compilations. Here it says, highlighting the need of alternative and sustainable fuel sources, Sri Hardip Singh Puri said, in the recent years, SAF, that is Sustainable Aviation Fuel, production technology has progressed significantly. Now, guys, this is important. Unlike traditional jet fuels, SAF is produced from renewable sources such as agricultural waste, on municipal solid waste and forestry residues. So guys, a direct replication of information that has been given in the PIB press release. We have just read the question. Similarly, let's take one more example. Now, this is micro theme 2, which is on import export trends. In 2023, the question was on India's share in global exports, 3.2% of global exports of goods. And in 2024, there was this question on imports, in which statement 1 says India does not import apples from the United States of America. Now, if we pay attention to the PIB press release, the very title of this press release is the removal of additional retaliatory duties from import of US apples will not result in any negative impact on domestic apple producers. MFN or most favored nation duty of 50% continues to be applicable on US apples as only additional 20% duty to be removed. So what comes out of this particular press release or many other several other press releases is that India imports apples from USA. Now it's a different matter altogether as to what taxes and duties are being applied to those imports. Now this press release is from 26th of June 2023. Again, it falls into that bracket of 2 years of PIB releases and PIB micro themes. So here, again, if you eliminate statement 1 based on your understanding of the PIB micro themes, you get a direct answer over here. Moving ahead, the third micro theme is technological evolution. In 2023, UPSC asked this question on aerial metagenomics, and metagenome was covered by PIB even back then. And in 2024, there was this question on metaverse. Let's read the question first. Which one of the following words or phrases is most appropriately used to denote an interoperable network of 3D virtual worlds that can be accessed simultaneously by millions of users who can exert property rights over virtual items. Now, guys, PIB had already covered this. Now, this is from 10th Feb 2023, and the topic of this press release is applying metaverse for deep science is important for economic growth, Dr. Saraswat. And this enlarged section says rather than being reason behind loss of employment, new technologies or metaverse can help economic growth if it is used for deep science and for agricultural forecasting, disease forecasting, and so on. So a direct replication of what has been asked in PIB is visible in the question asked by UPSC in 2024. Moving ahead, fourth micro theme, that is digital currency. In 2023, UPSC asked this question on digital currency SWIFT system. Here, statement 2 says a digital currency can be distributed with a condition program into it, such as time frame for spending it. And in 2024, the question was with respect to digital rupee. Let's read the question quickly. It is a sovereign currency issued by the Reserve Bank of India (RBI) in alignment with its monetary policy. It appears as a liability on the RBI's balance sheet. It is insured against inflation by its very design, and it is freely convertible against commercial bank money and cash. Guys, again, this PIB release is from 6th Feb 2023, and the topic of this PIB release is central bank digital currency CBDC, that is e-rupee or ER is the form of digital token that represent legal tender. RBI launched the first pilot of digital rupee retail segment e-rupee on December 1, 2022, and it had all the salient features of digital rupee given in that press release. So guys, again a direct question emanating from the press release from that 2 years bracket of PIB releases covering different and important micro themes. Guys, the last micro theme under level 1 anchoring is that of medical use of latest technologies. Like in 2022, there was this there was this statement that said biofilms can form on medical implants within human tissues. Now, UPSC has been asking several questions on latest technologies having applications in the medical sector. The list is long, but here we have used only 2 questions for the sake of convenience. Now, in 2024, UPSC again asked in which of the following are hydrogels used, and the first statement says controlled drug delivery in patients. Guys, this press release from 21st August 2023 has the title IIT Bhilai led multi-institutional research team develops controlled insulin delivery system. And as we go on, this enlarged version says this hydrogel based drug delivery system has the ability to release insulin in a controlled manner in response to elevated blood glucose levels, mimicking the natural insulin secretion process of healthy pancreatic cells. So again, a direct replication of what has already been mentioned in PIB. Otherwise, it is almost impossible to find such information, such particular information with respect to medical use of latest technology in the current affairs magazines that students generally follow. Now, guys, quickly moving to the next level, level 2. In level 1, we understood how UPSC is asking questions from direct facts, phrases, keywords which are mentioned in the PIB releases. Under level 2, UPSC has been asking questions from keywords, phrases, concepts that have been mentioned in the PIB releases, but they have not been defined or described. Let's understand with the help of examples. The next micro theme number 6 that we are discussing is loan arrangements. In 2023, UPSC asked this question, and take example of statement 2. It says in a SHG, all members of a group take responsibility for a loan that an individual member takes. So loan has been taken and all the members are responsible for it. In 2024, again the statement 1 here says syndicated lending spreads the risk of borrower default across multiple lenders. So here the relevant PIB release, there are several of those. This is one important one among those, is that REC raises $1.15 billion to syndicated term loans in August 2023, and this is from 6th September 2023. So guys, here PIB has mentioned syndicated term loans or syndicated lending, but it has not defined what is syndicated lending or what are syndicated loans. So here we have the need to go a step beyond and probe the meaning, the description, the definition of the given keywords. So here syndicated lending spreads the risk of borrower default across multiple lenders. The insight coming out of these questions is that level 2, that is undefined keywords, and how we probe those keywords, those facts, those concepts defines as to how these PIB micro themes are asked by UPSC at level 2, and the comfort level with which we'll be able to answer these. Similarly, another micro theme under level 2. Now this is micro theme number 7, innovative power generation. In 2023, we had this question on coal-based thermal power plants and whether these uses seawater as a coolant or not. In 2024, we had this question on the same micro theme of innovative power generation. The question said recently the term pumped storage hydropower is actually and appropriately discussed in the context of which one of the following? And guys, this press release from 8th June 2023 has the title Speeding Up of Hydropower, Central Electricity Authority fast tracks approval mechanism for pumped storage projects. So pumped storage projects and its importance has been mentioned, but what exactly are pumped storage projects and what is their exact mechanism, how do they function, has not been mentioned. So again, it becomes our duty to probe further and to understand the mechanism through which these work, so we'll be in a better position to answer these. And the relevant options are irrigation of terrace crop fields, lift irrigation of cereal crops, long duration energy storage, and rainwater harvesting system. So again, the answer is option C, long duration energy storage. Only after level 2 anchoring we are in a position to answer this question properly based on the PIB micro themes. Now let's move to the next level. Again, we move towards the more abstract levels as we go on moving ahead in the levels at which UPSC has been asking questions on PIB micro themes. Now the third level is with respect to horizontal research. Now something or a particular micro theme has been mentioned in the PIB release, but UPSC has been asking questions on similar themes or similar micro themes which have not been explicitly mentioned in the PIB release. Say for example, there was this question in 2023. The micro theme being discussed here is port infrastructure. Port infrastructure. In 2023, there was this question on Kamarajar Port, Mundra Port, Vishakhapatnam Port. So these are seaports basically. And in 2024, the question was on Doni Polo Port, Kushinagar International Airport, and Vijayawada International Airport. So the insight emanating from these questions is, if UPSC has asked a question on port infrastructure in a previous year, now be that seaport or some another port infrastructure, then it is highly likely that UPSC might ask a question on other port infrastructure. In this case, it is airport. Now, if we look at this press release closely, this is from 19th December 2022. The topic is new airports constructed and upgraded. And if we jump here, it says since the year 2018, 7 greenfield airports, namely Pakyong, Sikkim, Kannur, Kerala, Kalburgi, Karnataka, Sindhudurg, Maharashtra, Kushinagar, Uttar Pradesh, Orvakal, Andhra Pradesh, and Doni Polo, Arunachal Pradesh airports have been operationalized apart from inauguration of Manohar International Airport at MOPA, Goa. So guys, here as we have seen, Doni Polo Airport, Kushinagar Airport, these have been directly mentioned in this PIB release. So level 3 anchoring is being done by UPSC while asking questions on PIB micro themes. So we have seen level 1, level 2, level 3 anchoring being done by UPSC while asking questions on PIB micro themes. So guys, how are we going to help you cover PIB micro themes from past 2 years? Now here is a PIB nuclear note. So number 1 is PIB nuclear notes and number 2 active recall classes. So guys, we'll be providing you with PIB nuclear notes for the past 2 years compilations and active recall classes to help you not just memorize in a rote learning manner, but actively understand and memorize and recall the information, the facts, the figures given in these nuclear notes using the concept of active recall. Say, for example, this particular note has been taken from our daily free PIB Manthan initiative, but as part of the Demolish Prelims program, an extensive coverage will be done of past 2 years along with the active recall classes. If you look at level 1, so this is in keeping with the discussion that we just had, direct from PIB, evolution of national flag, 1907 Madam Bikaji Kama, 1917 Home Rule movement, 1921 Pingali Venkaya. So guys, this has been directly mentioned in the PIB note. Now going a step ahead, level 2, uh, where things are mentioned but they have not been defined or described. So level 2, explanation of important terms, saffron color being symbolic of what, flag's final design was set up in 1931, flag code of India 2002, material and design, respect and dignity, display by public and private entities, public and official display, prohibitions, half mast, international representation, penalties and misuse. So guys, a question has already been asked on flag code of India last year in 2023. And moving ahead, level 3, that is horizontal research on similar micro themes on which UPSC might ask questions or is highly likely to ask questions. So here we have mapped the evolution of national flag starting from 1906 to 1907 to 1921 to 1931 to 1947. So guys, the Demolish Prelims program starts on 25th November, which will have a dedicated component of PIB Manthan, where we will be covering PIB Micro Themes of past 2 years. Also, if you want to understand the concept of PIB Micro Themes better, you can also join the Demolish Prelims boot camp that starts on 20th November. Guys, the joining link for the program and the registration link for the bootcamp are given in the description box below. So see you guys in the program and the bootcamp.